Hey everyone! So today I'm going to take you on a tour through what's in my dance bag. This is my trusty Nike backpack. I usually like to use a backpack because in wintertime when you're wearing like a puffy coat because it's freezing in New York and your bag's constantly slipping off your shoulder or you're having to walk like this to keep it up, I just find a backpack to be a lot better for my spine and stays on a lot better. I think you'd be surprised at how much I can actually fit in here despite its relatively small size. All right, let's see what's inside. Well, okay, it's not terribly organized. Here we've got KT tape, which is really useful for managing various injuries. For me personally, I've dealt with a lot of knee tendonitis, so this helps me a lot. It takes some of the strain and wear and tear and pressure off of my patellar tendon. You can get this at like any sporting goods store. It's not too cheap, but it lasts you a pretty good amount of time, and I like the hot pink one because it's cute, but they also make it in nudes and other colors that you can even wear under your tights in a performance. All right, so a multitude of point shoes. So I've got one dead pair and one newer pair, and I usually like to have a range of point shoes at different stages of being broken in for different roles that I rehearse, even though right now I'm not really rehearsing a variety of roles, but so the harder ones I would probably wear for something like Swan Lake or something that I had to do a lot of turns and I needed to feel really supported and up. And then the dead ones would be for contemporary work or something more lyrical like Romeo and Juliet pas de deux. I actually wear a custom block European balance, and wonder what that means. They have a little antler situation on there. I'm not sure if that's the maker. I should probably find out more about where my point shoes come from. I believe they're made in Thailand. Yeah, I have a fair amount of customizations done to them. So anyways, okay, point shoes, we've got those covered. Next, I have books. Books are something that I always keep with me. Since I run Ballerina Book Club, I always have to be reading at least like 2 books at the same time. So here's Luster, which is one of the most amazingly written books to come out in 2020 in my opinion. The author Raven Leilani is not only an incredible writer, she's also a talented painter, which I learned from following her on Instagram. She's an incredible talent. Next up, I just started reading Interior Chinatown by Charles Yu. I've heard amazing things about it. It won the National Book Award. Okay, then we've got notebooks. Notebooks are really something that I can't live without. It's very analog, but I find it a little bit easier for keeping my thoughts in order than the Notes app. I write down notes from various Zooms and meetings. I write down my to-do lists. I also write little journal entries if I'm feeling a little bit angst-ridden or sad. I always like to use a mechanical pencil versus a pen. I don't know why. Guess I just really like pencils, okay. Oh, this is a cute pen that my friend Connor gave me. It's like a little, I guess it's like a little bear, some sushi on top. Okay, so here's something I really can't live without. This is my weekly planner. I tried switching over to iCal, but then I just wasn't really feeling it. So I got this at the McNally Jackson notebook store in the West Village, which is an awesome store if you're like me. I just write all my appointments in there, social media posting schedule, my goals for the week. I also have a highlighter to highlight my very important Zoom meetings. Next up, does anyone else struggle with lip gloss and your hair getting stuck in your lip gloss? When I was in middle school and high school, I would always wear MAC lip gloss, and it was like this extremely deep shade of purple. And my hair would constantly be stuck in it. Great story. Now I have my AirPods, which, is that what they're called? AirPods. I use them for everything, and I find that they're pretty good at staying in my ears even when I'm dancing. And I also am addicted to podcasts, so I pretty much can't live without these. Then I have a couple extra face masks always. It's still really important to wear these all the time. Dancing in them, they get pretty sweaty and gross, so I definitely recommend having some extras. These are from Valentina Kova. She's a New York-based designer and ethically made, and they're made out of silk, which I actually find to be a lot more breathable than even like the papery ones or the cotton masks. So personally I would recommend silk. I mean, I'm not a medical expert, so you might want to run that by your doctor, but these work great for me. Okay, gotta have a comfy pair of socks. I'm definitely a take bar and socks person a lot of days, and it's also really likely that I'll lose my socks by the end of the day, so having an extra pair solves the problem of having to go home in your sneakers with no socks. Okay, now we're getting to the hair clip section. I've got a zebra print scrunchie, big fan. I've got these hair clips and hair ties, seashell and a pineapple. I usually, lately anyways, probably because I'm not doing all that much rehearsal, I like to use hair clips versus hairpins. You just put in one clip and then you're done. Moisturizer. In the winter, my skin gets so dry, and so this is just actually a really light moisturizer, which is why I like it for daytime. If I'm like rehearsing and then I clean my face afterwards, I'll just put some of this on. The brand is called Kinship, and this is called Super Mellow. It has a really nice light smell, sort of like, I guess, a little marshmallowy. I don't know how you describe it. It's a really nice texture, sort of like a gel. I also love this because the packaging it's made out of plastic that they rescue from the ocean and then recycle into this wonderful packaging. Yeah, I wish someone would have told me to moisturize when I was a teenager, because I think a lot of, like, you know, the breakouts and stuff that I was getting was actually from over drying my skin. So I think it's definitely important to find a light moisturizer, and this one's really good if you have slightly oily skin. Then I have deodorant. This is Native. I've basically tried every natural deodorant on the market. I feel better using something natural, and it's worth a try. Then, these lavender hand sanitizer wipes from Whole Foods. They smell really good. Oh my gosh, buried treasure. Here's my makeup bag, which I always bring with me, just like during the day, you know, when I'm at ABT and I'm under a lot of fluorescent lighting and I'm sweating. I don't wear a ton of makeup, but I do want to feel like I can retouch if I need to, just because I want to feel good about myself. I definitely don't think anyone should feel any pressure to wear makeup ever, but if it makes you feel good, go for it. So this is a great product. It's by Ilia, and it's Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. What's great about it is that it has SPF, and it's also moisturizing. It definitely has a dewy finish. People with oilier skin might feel a little shiny, but it's a great product. Brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Cloud Paint in Dawn from Glossier. I like this shade in winter because it gives you sort of like a corally, summery Miami glow, especially in winter when you're feeling really, you know, lacking in vitamin D. This Becca pressed powder is awesome. It gives you sort of a pearlescent finish. I guess it's kind of like a highlighter, but I feel like you can put it all over your face, and it is light enough that it just gives you like a ethereal sheen. Lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. Bite mascara. This is great. It doesn't weigh your eyelashes down. It really like lifts them up, but it's definitely defining, which I like. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with anything from Pat McGrath. This is Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Foundation. Her packaging is so exquisite. Ooh, it's glittering. The product itself is really lovely. It just feels so chic and luxurious in your makeup bag. And then, ooh, I love this lip gloss. This is lip gloss that actually won't get stuck in your hair. It's from Tower 28. Sort of like a, I don't know if it has like coconut oil in it or something, but it's really hydrating, gives you a nice little pop of color, and it's good for rehearsal if you want a little something on your lip. In the final outside pocket, we've got Band-Aids, we've got a Neutrogena makeup remover wipe, we've got hairpins, we've got a dongle, you always need those, and a Oh, Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. Here I've got my portable coffee mug that I use for coffee and water. I kind of just use it as my water bottle, I guess, when I'm at the studio. Yeah, I hope everyone is using a reusable water bottle or cup at this point. Finally, not really sure how I managed to smash this into the backpack, but we've got my sewing kit. Ooh, I love this thread. Highmark thread. In my opinion, it's better than floss. I'm not really sure. You can probably find it online. It's Highmark Glosse thread. Okay. Then I've got this ancient bunhead stitch kit. Do they still make these? And if so, I need a new one. Anyways, I store my needles in there. Got elastic. I like to use the mesh elastic. Then I use freed ribbon. Then I also use the stretchy elastic ribbon, and I use one freed ribbon and one elastic ribbon on each shoe because it gives me the perfect level of stretch. Oh, and then this is nice. I found this MPG Essentials. It's made by one of my favorite physical therapists, Michelle Rodriguez, who runs Manhattan Physio Group, and this is a CBD cream. It smells amazing. It smells sort of like cloves and like a little bit minty, but it's just a really nice balm muscle rub that I highly recommend for dancers. Well, I did not expect that to take so long. Thank you so much for watching What's in My Dance Bag, and I hope that we'll all be back in rehearsals and performances soon, and we'll have need of our overstuffed dance bags again. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments, and make sure you subscribe. Mwah!